Hello friend and welcome to the course. In this video, we are going to be having a complete overview of our online library management system project right here. So I'm going to be taking you through all of the features of this, our wonderful project that together we are going to be building from scratch. So I want you to give me a couple of minutes of your time to navigate you through exactly what you're going to be building from scratch in this course. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, as you can see, this will be the front-end aspect of our online library management system right here. Basically, our project consists of two sections. We have the student sections and also the admin section, which is right here. As you can see, admin have a login form that he can go ahead and provide his login credentials and he'll be redirected to his dashboard. All right, and here we have our front-end section where a student can go ahead and either register or log in if he already have an account with our library. All right, as you can see, we have some categories sections right here. We have history, biography, science, general, technology, and programming. All of this category section is completely dynamic. Admin can go ahead and manage that from his dashboard. Let me actually go ahead and log into the admin's dashboard. Let me go ahead and open this in a new incognito tab. Let's go ahead and cut this link right here and we're going to go to new incognito window. We're going to paste this like so and hit enter. Alright, so let's actually go ahead and log in with our admins. Admin can either log in with his email, phone number, or username. So let's go ahead and log in with the admin's username as admin and password 12345. Let's go ahead and see login. Alright, perfect. As you can see, admin logged successfully. So I'm going to be showing you how to add a Toastr notification on your Laravel applications. And as you can see, we are right here within our admin's dashboard with a couple of cards that display the total book listed, the books that are not yet returned, the registered students, authors listed, and categories listed. So right here within the sidebar section here, as you can see, we have the book categories. So this is where we actually add and manage our categories right here. As you can see that you can go ahead and take a look right here from the front-end section. Let me actually close this tab. All right, from the front-end section right here, as you can see, we have history, biographies, science, general, technology, and programming. Okay, so from the admin's backend theme, we can go ahead and manage all these categories. We can either block or delete or simply add a new category like so. So let me actually go ahead and show you this block functionality. So you can go ahead and make a category inactive. Let's say, for instance, this history. You can go ahead and click on the edit button right here. And as you can see, the category status is active. So admin can go ahead and actually change the status to inactive. And let's go ahead and say update category. Alright, as you can see, category updated successfully and now the status has changed to inactive. And if you go ahead and navigate back to our front-end section right here, as you can see, we deactivate history. So let's actually go ahead and refresh that. History should be gone. Perfect. As you can see, this section is completely dynamic and we can either go ahead and delete or add a new category. So let's actually go ahead and do that. Let's actually go ahead and try to add a new category right here. So admin can go ahead and add a new category by providing the category name. So let's go ahead and say we have a category name as chemistry. So let's go ahead and say chemistry like so, and we're going to go ahead and say save category. And now our category is added successfully. Perfect. And now we're going to be having chemistry category right here. So let's go ahead and view that right here. If you now refresh this page, it will have effect. Right now we're going to have chemistry. Perfect. All right, and we can as well go ahead and delete a category. So let's go ahead and try to delete a category. Let's actually go ahead and activate this back right here. Say active, update category. Now if you navigate back here to, so you can see the category updated. Now let's try to delete a category. Let's actually try to delete this chemistry category right here. If you go ahead and click on the delete button, perfect. As you can see, we have a SweetAlert, a confirmation SweetAlert popping up, wanting us to really confirm our action. So are you sure you want to delete this data? If you go ahead and click on cancel, then nothing happened. But if you insist, if you say yes, delete it, then our category will begin for good. Perfect. As you can see, the chemistry category is normal, and here we have the Toastr notification, category deleted successfully. So this section is completely dynamic, so you can go ahead and manage that from the admin's dashboard. Now we're going to move to the book listing section right here. As you can see, a student can come over here and browse a specific book to either read or borrow. You can go ahead and take a quick view of the book's details. As you can see, you have a little bit of the book's description and the book's author, the category, and some other information such as the publication date, the print length. Actually, all of these informations are completely dynamic, and I'm going to be showing you how to do that, how to add a dynamic values, and also how to manage them from the admin's dashboard. And also we have a view more details button right here that will take us straight to the more details, the book's more details page. As you can see, we have the full details of the book, as you can see with the book description, the book cover right here. As you can see, more details is right here, and even the author's information can be found here. As you can see, this section is also completely dynamic. Let me actually go ahead and show you that from the backend section. If you navigate to the backend section, we have the book authors. We can go ahead and add a book author right here. Alright, as you can see, we can specify author's name. Let's go ahead and say something like John Doe, something like this. We can specify a name for the author. We have the author's position. Let's say a book writer. We can select a author's image. Let's go ahead and select any random image right here from the author's subdirectory. Let's go ahead and select this image. Alright, as you can see, and we can select the author's categories from our available categories right here. Let's say technology. We have the author's date of birth. Let's say 1765. Language, we can select a language for the author. We have the author's book count, meaning the total number of books published by the author, and we have the author's description right here. So you can go ahead and enter some descriptions. Go ahead and say this is the description, the description, like so. And now if you go ahead and click on the save authors button, then our author should be saved. Alright, perfect. As you can see now, author added successfully, and here we have our author, John Doe, and we have the position, category, DOB, and language. Okay, and we can as well edit or delete our authors. If you go ahead and click on the edit button right here, we're going to be taken to the edit authors view. So you can see with the author's information populated within the form, and you can go ahead and make any minor adjustment. Let's go ahead and say author updated, something like this, updated. And you can go ahead and change the author's image, something like this, and let's say update author. As you can see, our author's info updated successfully, and as you can see, we have the John Doe updated, we have our author's photo updated successfully, and we can go ahead and as well delete an author. Let's go ahead and say yes, delete, and our author will be deleted. Perfect. As you can see here, author deleted successfully. So friend, I'm going to be teaching you everything from scratch, and this is basically our author's information from the front-end aspect, and we're going to move to the book sections, the book list, and this book information are also entirely dynamic. As I've mentioned previously, we can go ahead and manage the books, add the books, edit and delete them from the admin's dashboard. Let me actually go ahead and show you that. If you come over here, you can go to the book section right here. As you can see, we have the add book, and also we have the manage book section right here. Let's actually open the manage book section. As you can see right here, we have a list of all of our available added books. As you can see, we have a couple of books. So we are, let me actually come over here. This is the brain damage. So let's actually go ahead and do that. Let's navigate to that. This is our book. So you can go ahead and manage that book from here. You can go ahead and click on that edit button, and you'll be taken to the edit book info page right here, where you can go ahead and update the book's information. Let's actually go ahead and say brain damage updated. Okay, just to confirm that our information is dynamic. So you can go ahead and add some information right here. Let's go ahead and say updated as well, updated. Okay, something like this, and you can go ahead and basically change anything right here. Okay, let's actually try to change the cover photo as well. Let's get back to the images right here. Let's go to book cover, and let's actually select any random image right here. Okay, something like this. As you can see, we have our cover photo previewing in real time, and I'm going to be showing you how to achieve that using some of the JavaScript, so you do not have to worry. Everything I'm going to be teaching you in this course from scratch. I'm going to try my possible best to explain all the thought process behind every action we are going to be taking in this project. Now we can go ahead and say update book, and our book should also be updated. Perfect. As you can see, book updated successfully. As you can see, the name has been updated, brain damage updated, and also our image has changed right here. So let's actually go ahead and take a look from the frontend section right here. Now if we go ahead and refresh this page, now this book cover photo should be updated along with the book title and also the description right here. Alright, perfect. As you can see, our cover photo has successfully been updated within the frontend section as well. As you can see, the title here is updated to brain damage updated. The book description here also, we have the updated. Perfect. As you can see, everything is completely dynamic. Alright, perfect. So this is for the book. Actually, let's go ahead and update this book back to its appropriate cover. Let's navigate to the admin's dashboard right here. I'm going to update it back to its normal title without the updated keyword right here, and also the image should be the brain damage image. So let's go ahead and say edit, and we're going to come over here. We're going to remove this updated. Alright, like so, and right here as well, we're going to go ahead and remove that, and I'm going to go ahead and update the book cover to the brain damage one. Perfect. As you can see here, we can go ahead and say update book. And our book is back. As you can see, book updated successfully. And now if we come over here to the frontend section, refresh again, our information should be updated. Perfect. So this is completely dynamic, as you can see. Alright, so that's very cool and awesome. Now let's navigate back to the admin's dashboard. We also have the issued book functionality right here, where admin can simply go ahead and issue a book for a student and also manage the issued book. So let's actually go ahead and register as a new student, because to issue a new book, the admin is going to require the student unique ID and also either the book title or the ISBN, the book ISBN right here, the International Standard Book Number. So we're going to go ahead and register a new student. So let's go ahead and do that from the frontend section. Let's actually navigate back here to the home page. And a student can either log in or register if he doesn't have an account. So let's go ahead and register as a new student, like so. As you can see, we have our student registration page where the student can go ahead and provide his full name, email, phone number, and password, and then confirm password to register. So let's go ahead and register as a new student. Let's go ahead and say we have a student named Patrick. Let's actually capitalize the initial to have a proper name, Patrick, like so. And the email is going to be patrick@gmail.com, something like this. And the phone number, we're going to enter some random digit, and password, let's say 1234, confirm password 1234. And we have some validation on the form right here. Let's assume our confirm password doesn't match with the password right here. Let's go ahead and say something like this. We add a couple of digits. Let's go ahead and say register. We're going to be having some validation right here. So you can see the password field confirmation does not match. So this is very cool. So let's actually go ahead and enter the Patrick name, the email as patrick@gmail.com, and we have the phone number, some random digits, password 1234, and confirm password 1234. We can now go ahead and say register. Alright, perfect. As you can see, we are successfully registered and we are logged into our student's dashboard with the name Patrick. Here we have hello Patrick. So in here, student can go ahead and update his profile information, update his password, and also view issued book if any book has been issued to him. So this is exactly what we wanted. As you can see, we have the student unique ID with the ID as student 006. Alright, so this is the ID that we're going to be needing when we wanted to issue a book to a student. So now that we have the ID, we can go ahead and issue a book to the student. But before that, let's actually go ahead and take a look at this student's dashboard functionality. As you can see right here, a student can upload a profile image for himself, and he can also update his password. So let's actually go ahead and try to update this student's information. Let's say the full name should be Patrick David, like so, Patrick David, and we're going to want to update the student's password. So let's say, for instance, we enter a password as 12345 and confirm password 123456. We're going to be having that same validation that the new password confirmation must match the new password field right here. Let's go ahead and try to update this. Let's say update profile. Alright, as you can see, the password field confirmation does not match. The new password right here must confirm with what you enter as your confirmed password. Alright, so let's go ahead and say Patrick David, and now we're going to update the password to 12345678 and confirm password 12345678, like so. And let's actually try to update the student profile photo as well. So we can go ahead and select a student profile photos. Actually go ahead and select this image right here. Alright, as you can see, we have the live preview functionality right here. And now if we go ahead and update our profile right here, it's also going to be reflected right within the sidebar section right here. And I'm going to show you everything from scratch. Let's actually go ahead and say update profile. Alright, as you can see, profile updated with password successfully. Perfect. As you can see here, we have our Patrick profile photo successfully uploaded. How cool is this? And also our password is updated. Let's actually go ahead and take a look. Let's go ahead and log out. Let's say log out. And if you remember, our initial password was 124. So let's actually try to log in. Let's go ahead and say the email is patrick@gmail.com. Sorry, gmail.com, like so, and the initial password was 1241234, like so. And if we try to log in, then we should not be able to log in with our old password. As you can see, these credentials do not match our record. And now if we enter the correct password, let's say patrick@gmail.com, and our new password is 123456778. Now let's try to log in. Alright, perfect. As you can see, student login successfully, and now we are logged into our dashboard right here. Okay, how cool is this? So now that we have the ID successfully automatically assigned to us as 006, let's actually go ahead and copy this. And if you take a look right here within the issued book view right here, as you can see, we do not have any book issued yet. Okay, so but now we're going to go ahead and start issuing a book to Patrick David. So let's actually go ahead and do that. Let's navigate to the dashboard. Let's navigate to the dashboard right here, and we're going to copy this unique IDs, highlight and copy that, and we're going to navigate to our admin's dashboard right here. So now we can go ahead and issue a book. So let's actually go ahead and open this in a new tab, like so. And now we're going to need the student ID. We're going to enter the student ID right here that we copied, paste student with the ID 006. And if you click out of focus like so, then you're going to have our student information. As you can see, this is the student unique ID, and here we are displaying our student information, like Patrick David, patrick@gmail.com, with the phone number right here. And we're going to go ahead and either enter the books that we wanted to issue to Patrick, the book's ISBN or the book's title. So let's actually go ahead and copy a book ISBN or title. Let's go ahead and say, for instance, this book right here. Let's go ahead and copy the ISBN number, copy that, and we're going to come over here, paste it right here, like so. And if we click out of focus, then we're going to have that book information. How cool is this? I'm going to be showing you how to achieve this functionality absolutely from scratch using some of the JavaScript in our Laravel project, so you do not have to worry about anything. I will try my best to explain from absolutely scratch. And we can enter some remarks for this. Let's go ahead and say not available, something like this. And we can go ahead and issue this book to Patrick. So let's go ahead and say issue book. Alright, perfect. As you can see, book is issued successfully. And now if we navigate back here to our frontend section, right here within our students dashboard, let's actually go ahead and refresh the view. And now if you go to the issued book view right here, so you can see we have that book, The Dead Room, issued successfully to Patrick. Okay, perfect. As you can see, we have the book cover, the book title, ISBN, the issued date, and also the return date. As we have not yet returned the book, we have the not yet returned tag right here. And fine in USD, so you can see the fine for now is 0. Alright, perfect. I'm going to show you how to achieve this functionality from absolutely scratch in this course. Now let's actually go ahead and issue 2 more books to Patrick right here. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's try that right here. We can enter the student ID. Let's actually go ahead and say student with the ID 006. That is our Patrick right here. If you click out, you're going to see Patrick right here. I'm going to issue some other books right here. Let's go ahead and say, let's try the book title right here. Let's go ahead and say Python. Okay, let's go ahead and say a book with a title Python. And if we click out of focus, as you can see here, we have our book information. Alright, and we can go ahead and add a remark. Let's go ahead and say $10 per day. Okay, something like this. This should be our remark, and we're going to go ahead and say issue book. Alright, perfect. Book is issued successfully. Let's go ahead and add 1 more book to Patrick. So let's go ahead and say student with ID 6, and we can go ahead and select that Patrick. Let's go ahead and enter a book ISBN or title. Let's go ahead and enter this book right here, the MySQL. Let's go ahead and copy that. Now we're going to come over here, enter that book, and click out. As you can see, we have our MySQL book information. Let's enter some remark. Let's go ahead and say $20. per 2 days. Let's say per 2 days. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say issue book. Alright, book issued successfully. And now if you go to the manage issued book section right here within our admin's dashboard, you're going to see all of our issued books, okay? All the books that we issued to our students right here. As you can see right here for Patrick, we have issued this book, The Dead Room, and Python for Dummies. Okay, that's really awesome. Now if you navigate to the frontend section, let's go ahead and refresh this view. You're going to see we have our 2 more books that we issued to Patrick, okay? And all of them are not yet returned. So let's go ahead and try to return some of the books. Let's say Patrick is done with the books and he returned it back to us. The admin can simply go ahead and update the return status by simply coming over here and say update. Let's actually click on the update button. Alright, as you can see, we are going to be taken to the issued book details page right here with our students information as Patrick David. Alright, and we have the book details right here, and the return status is not yet returned. And as you can see, the remark here is displayed as not available. We have the fine in USD. Let's say we charge Patrick $5. Okay, $5 fine. So let's go ahead and try to say return book. Alright, perfect. As you can see, book returned successfully, and for Patrick for this book, as you can see, the return date is now available. And now if you navigate to the Patrick dashboard, let's go ahead and refresh this. You're going to see we have this book with the title Dead Room returned on this date, 7 October 2025, with the fine of $5. Perfect. How cool is this? Let's actually try to return this book as well with the title MySQL. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's navigate to our dashboard right here. As you can see, alright, it's not showing right here because we have exceeded the number of entries. Now let's actually go ahead and make it 25. Okay, as you can see now we have it, or you can simply click on the pagination button right here. Let me actually go ahead and show you that. If you refresh, you can either change the number of entries right here from 10, or simply click on this next button right here and you'll be taken to the next page right here. So you can see we have that book, MySQL. Okay, and we can go ahead and say update to return the book. So you can see we have our students information. Here we have $20 per 2 days. So let's go ahead and say $20 like so. And we're going to say return book. Alright, perfect. As you can see, book return, and any book that you return right here, let's go ahead and say, for instance, this book that we just returned. If you go back to the issued book details page right here, you're going to see that the button is gone and our fine input field is gone. Okay, so as you can see, this book is being returned with the return date, and also the fine is displaying. We have fined Patrick a $5 fine. Okay, perfect. How cool is this? Now if we navigate to students dashboard right here, let's go ahead and refresh. You're going to see that this book is also returned on this following return date. So let's actually navigate back to our admin's dashboard right here. And we're going to discuss about the last feature right here, which is the manage register students. Let's actually go ahead and open that link. So you can see this is all the list of our available registered students. As you can see, we have a total of 6 students registered, including the Patrick that we've just registered now. Here, admin can go ahead and manage a registered student by simply blocking or viewing the details, or should I say the history details of a specific student right here. So let's actually go ahead and try the block feature right here. As you can see, by default, the student status is active, but admin can go ahead and block a student by simply clicking on this block button. So let's actually try to block Patrick right here and see what happens. So let's go ahead and say block. As you can see, student is blocked. Now that the student is blocked, the status has changed to inactive, and also the details button is gone, and also the block button is gone, and we just ended up with the unblock button right here. So let's actually go ahead and take a look within the Patrick dashboard and see exactly what happened after he is being blocked. So let's actually go ahead and refresh this view. And as you can see, our dashboard is completely blocked. Your account has been blocked. Please contact admin. So Patrick can no longer do anything right here except when his account is activated again. Okay, he can only log in, but he cannot do anything. Alright, perfect. How cool is this? I'm going to show you how to implement this functionality very easily. So let's navigate back to our admin's dashboard and unblock Patrick right here. Let's go ahead and say unblock. As you can see, he's now unblocked, and now he can be able to view his profile details. Let's go ahead and refresh the page. As you can see, now he's back. His account is active. Perfect. Now let's go ahead and view the Patrick history right here. Let's go ahead and see details. Click on that button. As you can see, we have the book issued history that belongs to Patrick, which has the student ID as 006. Okay, perfect. As you can see, we have issued the total of 3 books to Patrick. 2 are returned and 1 is not yet returned. Perfect. And as you can see, for the first one, we charge him the fine of $5, and for the second, he has a $20 fine. And here we have a button that takes us back to the manage registered student view. You can go ahead and view other students' history, as you can see. Alright, that's very cool. And also, admin can also view his profile. Like so, as you can see, this is at the admin's profile. You can go ahead and update his name, username, email, phone number, and also photo. The admin can also go ahead and update his photo like so. Let's go ahead and change the admin's photo. Let's go ahead and select this photo right here. As you can see, we have the live preview right here. And let's go ahead and say update profile. As you can see, the admin's profile is updated. As you can see, admin profile updated successfully. And here, all our changes are reflected both within the header section and also the admin's profile view section right here, which is very cool. Admin can go ahead and update his password, change his password right here by providing the old password. Let's say, for instance, let's provide an invalid old password like so and enter a new password, say 12345. Confirm new password 12345. We have a couple of validations right here. Let's go ahead and see those validations. Let's go ahead and say update password. We're going to have a Toastr notification that says the old password does not match. So the admin need to provide a correct old password. And also, let's say, for instance, let's enter the correct old password as 12345 and the new password should be 123456. Confirm new password 123. The confirm new password must match with the new password. Let's go ahead and say update profile. As you can see, confirm password does not match the new password. And also, we cannot submit an empty form right here. All this input field, as you can see, please enter the old password. Please enter the new password. Now let's go ahead and enter the correct old password. Let's say 1234 and the new password should be 12345. Confirm password 12345. Now we should have our admin's password updated. Perfect. As you can see, here we have admin password updated successfully. So friend, I'm going to be showing you how to implement the change password functionality right here within your Laravel project. And also, we're going to be learning how to update our password before actually logging in. As you can see, all the change password functionality we've discussed are after the login in. Even for the students right here, when the student is logging into his dashboard, he can go ahead and update his profile. His password. He can update his password after when he's logged in. So in a case where the student forget his password to even log in the first place, I've also covered that in this course. Let me actually go ahead and show you how we implement that. Let's go ahead and log out of our student's dashboard right here. And right here, let's go ahead and try to log in. So let's say our student forget his password to log in the first place. So you can simply go ahead and click on this forget password button right here. And as you can see, we are taken straight to the forget password view. And here it says you can enter your email. So let's go ahead and enter the student email right here, say patrick@gmail.com. And all we need to do is just click on this email password reset link. Let's go ahead and click on that. And an email will be sent down to our student's email right here, patrick@gmail.com, with a password reset link. Alright, perfect. As you can see, here we have email your password reset link, and I'm going to be showing you how to use one of the free email delivery platform right here, which is the Mailtrap. As you can see here, we are receiving our reset password notification to patrick@gmail.com, and we're going to go ahead and open that notification. As you can see, hello, you are receiving this email because we received a password reset for your account. And now if you go ahead and click on this button, you'll be taken to the reset password page, as you can see, with the email patrick@gmail.com. And now a student can enter a new password. Let's go ahead and say 1234. Remember, we have updated the student password to 1 to 8, but now we're going to reduce it down to 4. Confirm password 1234, and we're going to go ahead and say reset password. We are going to be redirected to the student registration page. Perfect. As you can see, your password has been reset, and now you can go ahead and enter your new password to log in. Let's go ahead and say patrick@gmail.com. Password 1234, and we're going to go ahead and hit the login button. And here we are within our student dashboard page. As you can see, student login successfully. Alright, so friend, this is all about the project that we're going to be building in this course. I hope this is something you really like to be able to design all by yourself from scratch using the Laravel framework. Alright, here's our frontend section and here is our backend section. Let's actually go to the dashboard view. Alright, as you can see, this section is also dynamic. So friend, this is all about the project that we're going to be building absolutely from scratch in this course. And I promise you, by the time you complete this course, you will have confidence building dynamic web applications using the Laravel framework. So what are you waiting for? If this course really interests you, then do not hesitate to hit the enroll button and I will see you in the first lesson.